Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are, guys. Smash the like button on this video. Hit the subscribe button, guys. It's getting close. Fight week is upon us. Khan Brook is round the corner. Guys, are you guys excited for this fight or not? Like, I know I've got a lot of American subscribers and stuff. Guys, are you excited? Are you excited to see Amir Khan v Kell Brook? Because it's massive in the UK. Like, everyone's talking about it. I went to the gym and like people are talking about it. It's massive, man. It's huge. This I like, people thought this won't be big, but this is massive, guys. Honestly, in the UK, I know it's not that big in the States, but are you guys even in the States excited to see this? Like, how excited are you? I don't think you guys are that care. It's just another fight probably, but here it's kicking off here. This is like fight fever right now here in England. To see this fight, guys. If you don't have a horse in the race, because you guys love me, make a little prayer for Khan, to pull this one off. I'm not confident. I'm not confident at all. I think logic, at this point, Khan's speed probably is not the same. His foot speed and stamina is probably gone. But let's see. Maybe we can get one last best. I know a lot of you on here like Amir Khan as well. Some of you don't. Some of you just give him a lot of sticks, say he's a glass jaw or whatever. But I know there's a lot of you on my channel that really like him as well. So maybe he can pull it off. One last, hopefully he can show us that Marcus Maidana performance all over again. And bring back some of the glory days that he had. But yeah, guys, I want to talk a little bit about Canelo Alvarez. Keith Thurman made some startling statements. He basically said that Canelo Alvarez needs to stop picking easy fights, or he needs to give us better fights. Wow. Canelo Alvarez, and I've said this about Amir, that Amir Khan in the UK is probably one of the most underappreciated fighters. I think Canelo Alvarez has probably got to be one of the most underappreciated fighters. In this modern era, I think Canelo Alvarez is probably one of the most underappreciated fighters. I feel like the bar for Canelo has been set so high, is that he can never please anybody. Canelo can do what he wants. He could fight Godzilla and they'll say, oh, well, he's fighting nobody. I don't understand. I don't understand. There's guys like Charlo, Andrade, Benavidez fighting nobodies, but yet Canelo needs to give us better fights. I'm startled, guys. I'm startled. I am startled, man. I'm startled that there's certain fighters. Canelo, obviously, everybody knows he's an all-time great and stuff, but there's certain fighters that just doesn't seem to get the credit. Like I said here with Khan, like, he's done so much for British boxing, transcended British boxing, and he doesn't ever seem to get the much credit. People, talk about his glass jaw and he can't take a punch. And Canelo Alvarez is always like, obviously Canelo's not got any of those flaws that he's got a glass jaw or anything, but Canelo Alvarez fights nobody. He does this. He doesn't fight the best guys. He doesn't fight Charlo. He doesn't fight him. He doesn't fight her. Why is it that certain fighters, and it's generally the ones that have a lot of popularity, like your Canelos, that are very popular, like Khan here, who's a massive household name in the UK. Seems like they're so underappreciated. Canelo's a legend, of course, a boxing legend, but I just think he's so underappreciated. I don't understand. I don't understand why. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at too much. The guy is so underappreciated. Like, he fought Billy Joe. Oh, Billy Joe's a bum. He fought Callum Smith. Oh, Callum Smith's like a tree. He fought Caleb Plant. Everybody said, oh, Caleb Plant's got that American style. Beats him. Oh, Caleb Plant had no power. Like, guys, I don't understand. Like, what is this? What is it? What is it? Like, I don't quite understand why. Like, Keith Thurman. I like Keith Thurman. Like, but I don't understand why Americans have that, saying that, Canelo, we want better fights. Who do you want Canelo to fight? Canelo's allegedly going to fight Bivol next. He's in line with fighting Bivol or Golovkin or Charlo. What better fights do you want? I don't understand. Do you want him to fight your friends? Is that what you want? Is you want to see him fight the guys that you want to see him fight? Is Bivol not a good fighter? That's who he's reportedly going to fight next. Is that not a good fight? Is that not a good fighter? Is that not a dangerous fight? I don't understand. I don't understand. I just feel like the bar is set so high. I think Canelo's gonna have to start fighting lions or gorillas soon. He's gonna have to start fighting bears or something for him to get credit. Like, he's gonna have to start doing what Khabib did and fight bears. Because I don't know what people want. Like, I don't know. He's in talks to fight Bivol, who's a quality operator, and he's ducking Jamal. I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why certain fighters. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It really irritates me when people come out with comments like that. Like, what good fights is Keith Thurman talking about? Is Dimitri Bivol not a good fight? Is Dimitri Bivol not a good fight? Guys, you tell me, is Dimitri Bivol not a good fight? I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. It really irritates me, frustrates me that why is it for certain fighters that the bar set so high and for certain fighters that the bar set so low? Like, I don't quite understand. What are these fights that we talking about? What are these better fights that Canelo needs to give that Dimitri Bivol? Dimitri Bivol is a beast. A lot of people think Canelo loses to Dimitri Bivol. Many people think Canelo loses to Bivol. So how the hell is Canelo cherry picking? You tell me, how is Canelo cherry picking? I never understand that narrative. I never understand it. Listen, the thing is, right, I'm not emotionally attached to Canelo like I am with Khan. Canelo, you know why I became a fan of Canelo? Because I love his fighting style and I love the fact that he fights everybody. Canelo Alvarez, right, was accused of ducking Gennady Golovkin. Canelo Alvarez fought Gennady Golovkin twice. Canelo Alvarez was a smaller man than Gennady Golovkin. He fought him twice. Yes, I thought Gennady Golovkin beat him the first time. I thought Canelo won the second time. But he fought him. Golovkin was an animal. He fought Daniel Jacobs, a prime Daniel Jacobs, that had possibly beaten Gennady Golovkin. Canelo fought that Jacobs and beat him. Canelo fought Lara. He fought Mayweather. He fought Austin Trout, Miguel Cotto. He fought Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, Caleb Plant. He's now in talks to either fight Jamal Charlo, Dimitri Bivol. What do fight fans want? What do they want? What do they want? What do they want? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. And it really irritates me. It really irritates me when people underappreciate fighters that deserve so much credit. I used to do a lot of Amir Khan videos back in the day. And I kind of got frustrated. You know why, guys? Because I was always arguing with British fans on my channel that I don't feel he gets the credit that he deserves. I don't feel that people analyze his career and give him the respect for his resume. And Canelo Alvarez is on a whole different level. This guy is fighting. He's fighting 3 champions in the space, 3 undefeated champions in the space of 10 months. Who does that? Who does that? The confidence, the cheek and confidence of Canelo Alvarez to fight 3 undefeated champions. The cheek, the confidence, the greatness to do something like that. And then to say, for people to turn around and say, well, oh, they were bums. They weren't very good, were they? Like Charlo and Andrade could do that. Like Charlo and Andrade could go and fight those 3 guys back to back like that. And make it look that easy. Behave yourself. They couldn't do that. Benavidez couldn't do that. But yet Canelo Alvarez is a cherry picker and he fights easy fights and he's no good and he, he's cherry picking his fights. Come on, man, please stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense and let's bring some sense to it. Canelo Alvarez cherry picking all these guys. He's cherry picking Billy Joe. He's cherry picking these guys. Like, come on, man. Let it go. Let it go, man. Be real. Be real. The guy's he's a phenomenal fighter. The reason why I forgot to explain, the reason why I became attached to Canelo Alvarez is because of these things that he did, because of the fact that he fights everybody. He's not afraid of anyone. He's going to fight Dimitri Bivol next. Or he's going to fight Charlo. But then it's going to be, oh, well, he's ducking Andrade now. There's always going to be somebody Canelo's ducking. He beats Andrade. Oh, well, now he's ducking Godzilla. When is this going to stop? When is this going to stop? We as boxing fans need to give our boxers, right? We are fans. We need to give credit where it's due, right? We can criticize as well. And I'm not saying no fighter is above praise and no fighter is below criticism, right? Even Canelo Alvarez can get criticized. If Canelo Alvarez goes and fights Makabu, right, we can criticize him because we don't want to see that fight. But don't say Canelo Alvarez is cherry picking or Canelo Alvarez we want better fights. That's just nonsense. That's just rubbish. As far as I'm sorry, I don't get what's better fights. What's a better fight than Dimitri Bivol? What's a better fight than that? Honestly, I don't know why the bar set so high for Canelo Alvarez and the bar so low for everybody else. It's like he keeps being great, but people expect him to be even greater. But yet the other guys are at this level, but nobody's asking them to go up to that level. But yet Canelo has to fight everybody. Canelo has to fight everybody to prove his greatness, that he's the best in the world. But those guys don't have to fight each other. They just have to wait around fighting lower level fighters and then wait for the Canelo Alvarez fight. Honestly, I don't understand this. I don't understand this narrative. I don't understand it. It really irritates me. It frustrates me. I've been frustrated, as a boxing fan. I just feel like we should appreciate boxers. We should appreciate. And that's why, like, with me, I like Jamal Charlo. I like Demetrius Andrade. I like David. I like all of fighters. I don't know. It's not just I like Canelo. I like Canelo more because of the fact that Canelo is putting in more work than those guys. Canelo has got a better resume. He's done a lot more. He's achieved a lot more. He gives us more fights. Those guys aren't fighting each other. Those guys are not fighting each other. The lightweight division. I like Ryan Garcia. I like Gervonta Davis. I like Teofimo. I like all of them. But they're not giving us the fights we want. Canelo Alvarez is cleaning out divisions. To say Canelo Alvarez is not giving fights, Canelo Alvarez will never give you fights you want. Because if Canelo fights Bivol, he's ducking Charlo. If Canelo fights Charlo, he's ducking Andrade. If Canelo fights Andrade, he's ducking Charlo. Like, he can never win. There'll always be someone he's ducking. Because the bar has been set high for him. I don't know why. It's been set too high. And we're expecting too much from one guy. One guy, Canelo Alvarez, has transcended boxing and he has made a massive impact to boxing. But we're boxing fans. We just don't want to see Canelo fight. We want to see Andrade fight. We want to see all these guys fight each other. Because these guys, Canelo can fight anybody and it's a big fight. But these guys can't do that. They need to fight each other and then we'll be interested. Like, all of you, if Andrade was to fight Benavidez, all of you are going to tune in to watch that. If Charlo fights Plant, all of you are going to tune in to watch that. Why? Because now you're putting two good fighters together with each other. That's going to make a good fight. But if Charlo's fighting Montiel, people aren't interested. People aren't interested. But if Charlo's fighting Plant or Charlo's fighting Benavidez, people are interested. People want to see that. So I just feel like Canelo gets some serious stick. He gets some serious criticism. It's not warranted, in my opinion. It's not warranted. He needs more credit and respect put on his name rather than criticism. But that's just the way I look at it. Maybe people may disagree with me. I just find it I find it absurd when people criticize Canelo. I do. But leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. If you disagree, agree, leave your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.